Hey, I really like you, Ray. What shall we do today? Tell me more, cause I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know to be at a desk to play, but only want you, that's true. Cause I really wanna play a Master Duel with you. Hey, we're back, gang. We're back. Not gonna lie, before we get into this replay, I did not know the Duelist Cup was actually on. I know, very embarrassing. So we're probably just gonna play with that. We'll probably try doing some of it live, right? At least, so you can see how unbelievably annoying it probably is right now on ladder. Maybe even more try hard and sweaty. But of course, if you like what you see, want to see more Sky Striker related content, please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. Fill out the form down below. Send me your replays, and if you get selected, you get a free race sticker, courtesy of me. Yes, all right. Anyways, shielding aside, we got Maxi, we got Ash, we got Nibiru, we got Upstart, we got and Guy playing against 40 card deck. Excuse me, Exosisters sleeves. Another Exosister. Hopefully, they don't break as hardcore as the last guy, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. I just set one. That's hilarious. Of course, you Upstart first. If you draw into linkage, I feel bad every time. We did not. Now you Guy. See if they have the Ash. You do not have the Ash. Search right. Always search right. They're going to chain Maxi. Now, decision time. If you Ash their Maxi, they're down at 3 cards. They set 1 face down. It looks like the hardcore bricked. So obviously at that point, it's worth to Ash the Maxi, obviously, because then if you normal summon Ray, say you go to Blu-ray, you give an extra card, maybe they'll draw the card, unbrick themselves, draw another one. That's like the card to break your board. You don't want to deal with that, so just deal with it by ashing it. It's fine. We have max cope anyway, so they have Ash. Luckily, they can't call by or Gamma-less. So, just gonna shotgun Maxi. Remember, if you shotgun, oh, another Maxi, hilarious. I don't know why you would ever do that, but sure. Attack directly. There's that, and they just quit. I ended up looking up what their deck list. Oh, connection failed means they absolutely rage quit. But I looked up their deck list. It turned out to be Exosister, as with the Exosister sleeves. However, they were playing Kaiser Coliseum as a 3-off, which again. It's, if you know my stance on Kaiser Coliseum, you haven't seen it already, check out my guide. I think I go on a rambling rant about how much I hate Kaiser Coliseum. I think it's completely useless, so don't even bother playing it. Anyways, let's move on to something hopefully more interesting. Hey, we're back. Hopefully this one is more interesting. It should be. Hey, we finally drew one of the new cards, Lava Golem. Unfortunately, we don't have the linkage, so we'll see what happens. They're going to pop off. We'll chain max cope. We have the skill to have it. And they don't have call by or Ash. So that's why Maxi is so good. It just carries it. Hey, we draw linkage. That's why we can Lava Golem. If they are playing Swordsoul 10, which they looks like they probably are, personally, I don't feel like it's worth it, right? You just pass turn on this. If this isn't a blackout, they're probably screwed. And if it is blackout, we can easily play around it. We'll see what happens there. We draw Rhoda, so let's see, we got the Ash. We don't have the Ash, so now they can easily chain max cope. We're gonna chain Rose. They don't have Maxi. Go into Zeke. Zeke's gonna banish for a turn. They're probably seething uncontrollably. It was Heavenly Dragon Circle, sure. Unfortunately, we can just Ash that. So now if they draw a Maxi, we can't prevent that from happening. Right? And even if they did Maxi, yes, I probably would have tried maybe going for Gam with Heavenly Dragon, or with linkage and triple tactics talent, right? I mean, what are you gonna draw to stop them, stop my OTK, right? So you go from there. You go to, we're gonna be extra greedy, absolutely, because again, if they Ash it or Veilorus, we can hit them with triple tactics talent. They're down to maybe 2 cards. Right, at that point, I probably would have done the card ripping thing because there's only 3 cards, right? We're gonna set up multi-roll. Or no, we're actually not going to set a multi-roll because, again, clear field, they're down at 3 cards. They only set all that stuff. They only special summon a Ashuna and that. So to me, as like my 6th sense is popping off, I'm like, all right, they probably got board breakers in hand. If it's not hand traps, it's either starter cards or board breakers. So don't want to give them you know, a multi-roll for them to Harpy's Feather Dust or evenly match us or something stupid like that. So that's why I decided to only search for Widow Anchor, because we have played 3 of these, so if it gets banished, that's fine. We can just search another one. So don't set too much. Attempt to search a Widow Anchor. So if they do make something, we can just steal it, right? At this point, we're probably gonna have easily have 3 cards. So main phase 1, Desires, YOLO. See what happens. They're gonna pop off with Vishuda. Vishuda goes into Monk. There we go. So now they can send spin back any card. But first they're gonna do that so they can add another Ashuna, right? So now they decide to do that. Personally, if I were them, or if I'm in a situation where I can spin back cards, I always spin back row, you know? Like, you don't know what these cards are, you know my Blu-ray basically does nothing, right? So I think they're trying to go for the OTK, but I mean, they should know that one of these is like a set multi-roll. Or no, I said Widow Anchor, so maybe they think it's not worth the risk. Like maybe they do something else and then you know, they miss on the Widow Anchor, but still I would just try to hit one of the back row, right? It's 50-50. Maybe you're lucky, maybe you're not, right? So that's why. So Ray's gonna come out. They're gonna still pop off. Doesn't matter, we have Lava Golem. That's why it's so good. And then Chicks out. Now it's probably a good opportunity to chain into another Lynx, and we chain Widow Anchor to that. You're wondering, Kevin, why are you doing that? Because remember that Grandmaster Chixao can basically search a Swordsoul card, right? So if they don't have Longwon already, they're probably going to search Longwon, pitch a card, make a level 10, make Barone, pop some stuff, negate stuff. That's bad. I'm willing to take that risk where they hopefully only have, like, you know, a bunch of 10Es in hand or another starter card or something like that, right? So that's why we do that and negate this in particular. And now because that's negated, odds are a red ray is going to pop off and add back our Ngag. So we have Ngag as follow-up, and we didn't need to waste one of our linkages either, so that's pretty good. They're just going to pop off, doesn't matter. So now we know they have like 2 10Es in hand at least. They're going to battle phase, we're going to chain linkage to that, so now we get double value. Basically go 1 for 1 over everything, and now we have 3 spells engraved, so our Ngag is going to go off. They're going to set both these cards, doesn't matter. Lava Golem, right? So draw a card, we draw linkage, hilarious. Immediately Lava Golem, right? Now why are you doing that, Kevin? Why did you not put in defense mode? It's only 25. Can you beat over this? Well, easily we can steal this, and this is basically game at this point, because the only back row that we know of Swordsoul plays is probably gonna be Blackout, right? Which they can't do anymore because they need to be a Word Monster on field. And also the only other thing we can think of maybe is Imperm, but if you Imperm a linkage Sky Striker, they still keep the attack, because remember, it's not a monster effect, it's because of the spell, right? So unless you activate in the same column, I guess, then negates, but if it gets negated, you're not going to summon off a linkage anyways, you know what I mean? So the only other card I can think of that maybe is a set card, maybe Droplet, maybe another Heavenly Dragon Turtle, because we saw them playing that, so maybe they did that, but I don't think they thought we were playing Lava Golem, so these are probably 2 dead cards in hand. I searched Afterburner because I really thought to myself, you know what, can I actually kill them? Or do I want to, you know, do I want to go for the game? Or do I think one of these is like a Droplet or something stupid where it'll prevent this from OTKing them, you know what I mean? So I decided, we'll search this, but then we search for Cyclone, so, you know, 50-50, right? So Cyclone, either one. They set that one first, I always hit the first one. And it turned out to be Book of Eclipse. Book of Eclipse. So actually that was pretty good. Because then and then, well, I mean, to be fair, they could have probably chained Book of Eclipse to my Cyclone, right? But if they chain Book of Eclipse, that means they have a set Lava Golem. They could probably beat over me. So if I were them, I maybe would have probably chained Book of Eclipse, because then that means my Afterburners that you saw me just search is completely useless, because everything's face down. You know, you need a face up monster. Maybe they just decided to take it, or maybe this is a Forbidden Droplet, right? They think that I'm going to attack this straight up or something like that, and then maybe they chain Forbidden Droplet. I don't know. But yeah, I absolutely would have used Book of Eclipse if I was in their position to at least put this face down. Now I have to, you know, deal with it somehow. And also, remember Book of Eclipse, it needs to change. It only changes monsters that can be face down. And so link cards, since they have no defense or whatever, they can't be flipped face down. So another ruling thing, I guess. So maybe they didn't know that. Maybe they just decided I'm just gonna take this. So we go green ray first, of course. We can do 15. Now they're down to 5,000. Now we can do linkish into blue ray or any ray, red ray, doesn't matter, right? It's gonna be 25. We're gonna take this. That's it's over 55. So there you go. Redeem myself after that embarrassing choke from last time. Yeah. All right. That's very fun. I know I only got 2 interesting replays because been a little bit busy with life, but we'll now move on to viewer replay of the day. Hey, we're back, and today's viewer replay is courtesy of Yachiko. Yachiko, please check your email if you haven't already, so I can send you your free Ray sticker. Thank you. All right, in the comments, they did list that they are playing against Despia. It's so drained my energy because Fragrance is so annoying. Oh, spoilers. And they win because they got a lucky draw there, but I believe I made a lot of mistakes, so maybe you can correct me how to play Despia in the future. Alrighty, we'll see what happens. Well, Despia is kind of like annoying because obviously they just pop off with one, you know, brand infusion. You don't have the Ash, then you just don't have the skill to stop it, and then it's very hard to deal with because things recur so much to Despian Tragedy and blah blah blah, right? You know what I mean? Brandon Red, if you don't play Ghost Spell, all that stuff. So let's see extra deck real quick though. Yeah, I think you're playing fairly standard, right? Fairly standard? Yeah, fairly standard. Basically the same. I think the only difference between me and you is that I decided to play Phoenix, but you're playing, I think, Lina instead, which is, you know, fine. Most of the time it's not that annoying, but here we go. Maybe you have Reagan, so it ended up maybe screwing you. So let's see what happens. We got 2 set face down. They're going to chain anti-spell. Well, RIP. Main face Uno. Now, personally, I would never do that. On your main phase 1, right? I always do that, maybe main phase 2, because you'll never know, right? Something stupid like Cyclone or something like that can immediately pop both of these things. I know some people could have played Heavy Storm Duster, right? The trap card that pops 2 cards, but I think you skip your battle phase or something stupid like that. I forget the effect, but you know, pop 2. And personally, again, I would never set all my cards on main phase 1 at least, right? So nothing you can really do, I think. So I go in battle phase, threaten game, right? Probably go to green ray, right? Boop. Send anything, right? Send rose, sure. Main phase dos, go into blue ray, attempt to search. Another tip, I think, it doesn't matter really, but it's just maybe from experience, but I always summon my blue ray on the left side because of the pointing, right? Some, for example, let's say, I don't know, pendulum monsters or whatever, right? Or no, not pendulum, like some link 2 monsters off the top of my head, like Electromite, right? Electromite's arrows are pointing in like a cross direction, like an X, right? So if you summon your link monster on the right side, they get an additional one. Again, it doesn't probably matter now because of the new master rule, but back then, well, actually kind of does because of like pendulum summons, right? But I always try to summon on the left side pointing towards the center, because more than likely, again, your opponent's link monster, like link 2, is going to be pointing like in X direction, so you're only giving them the one they already have. Does that make sense? So that's why if you see me play, I always summon on left, unless, you know, the other one's occupied, you have no choice, but always on left. Anyways, just a tip. Runic tip, am I right, folks? Haha, search Widow Anchor, sure. So we got set a bunch of cards. Hopefully they don't have Storm. Set another one, so sure. Just threaten game, nothing you can do. Droplet. In Gog time, let's see, they got Ash. Don't have Ash. Hey, we're playing Jamming Waves. Now we're gonna multi-roll. Multi-roll, multi-roll. And do that. Okay. I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but obviously you get more value out of your Engag if you decide to do multi-roll first and then Engag, right? Yeah. Because you're not going to set anything else for the rest of the turn. At least maybe you can recycle Engage, but if Gage gets hit, then it gets banished, and then, you know, it doesn't matter. So, go battle phase. Just attack, attack. There's no, I don't think there's any, well, I think you probably could have gone into Green Ray, right? Green Ray, enter battle, attack, send another spell. So at least now you have 3. And then maybe you can activate your Hornet drones, and then it'll summon a monster. I mean, activate your afterburners. So if they summon a monster, you can pop that, pop anti-spell, you know, something like that. And unfortunately, again, this is why I play Phoenix in that one-off occasion where you might need to pop this. Foolish Burial. And it's Despia, of course it is. They're gonna add a Despia monster, so now Lubers, which I'm pretty sure you can negate with Widow Anchor, right? Oh wait, did you not set the Widow Anchor? Or you only drew it? Yeah. So you have to wait an entire full turn, which kind of sucks, right? So nothing you can do about it. So yeah, enter battle for some reason. Oh wait, JK, you have to set that. So now they're dumb too. Oh, Ghost Spell feels bad. Someone's playing Ghost Spell. See, it's really good. But I mean, they kind of screwed themselves with anti-spell, so they're gonna brand the res so they can fusion summon, sure. Really? I don't think Despia even needs floodgates, do they? Like, why? Look, anti-spell. I think they would have had Gam if this thing was not there, right? Because they branded fusion. To pop that, pop like 4 more cards, right? Oh, and they're gonna set like 5 cards, sure. Draw Desires. Now you do have an option. Well, you could pop this, pop the anti-spell, right? Is there anything else you could have done? Maybe to have Gam. I don't think so, right? Well, that was, what was the face down? Sorry, the face down that got destroyed was Jamming Waves. So Jamming Waves was there. I think you just set another Afterburners, right? So I think the, not mistake, but the alternate you could have done was, again, if you activated the multi-roll first in the other turn, so you can engage. Engage will count as a activation, so then multi-roll can reset itself, right? Yes. Yes, because multi-roll should be able to reset your cards, even under anti-spell's effect. Yes. Yes, I think that's how it should work, like that, based on real life encounters. But yeah, then if you reset your Engag, you could have an Engag. Maybe you would have been able to search for a Ray steal, Ray go into like Green Ray, Widow Anchor steal, and that's probably Gam too. But we'll see what happens. You pop that, pop any spell, I assume, or not, sure. And you hit a branded opening. Well, I think you want to hit branded fusion, right? Sure, Rose gonna come out into battle, straight into battle. Blue Ray. Set that, sure. Do that. I was thinking, do you have Gam? But yeah, I think that was another alternate if you decide to do multi-roll first. See, that's why Striker's fun, right? There's little decisions like that. Little decisions. Oh, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon feels bad. You're gonna negate that, obviously. But now they still have Branded Fusion, so they can probably activate that. But you have to, you know, you have to respect that. However, yeah, you have to negate that. Otherwise, they're gonna send a Fusion Summon and then pop off, right? So now they're gonna do that very skilled Branded Fusion Albion, blah blah blah. Using materials, they're gonna do that so you can get another Mirror J. We all know the combo. Mirror J, Banish. Oh, and Prosperity, sure. Only 3 cards though. Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes Despia. Wow, that's extremely crazy. I don't know. I'm lost for words of why you would try to make Blue Eyes work. Hey, man. You do whatever you gotta do. Kaiba's gonna adapt to the meta, right? So Ray's gonna come out, I assume. Unfortunately, this doesn't target. So you can't like avoid the thing. So yeah, there's no reason to just chain into a thing. And you get to flip your Afterburner, so. But you have your Engag, so this should be hopefully Gam. So all you gotta deal with maybe is a Branded in red, right? And a Mirror Jade Banish. So this is probably gonna go to Tax Dragon. Okay, so now we know that's Branded red. You're just gonna force it out. And then probably prop one of these things. Oh, you Lava Golem, that's hilarious. Never mind. Pop that. Oh wait. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Oh yeah, you can't destroy. Oh well. Well, at this point, it's probably gone, right? If you just do this, search Ray, and then maybe go into Droplet. Droplet has this attack. Maybe double dip with Ray and then a green Ray, because you still got a couple, right? Yeah, you got 2 more. So the other option you could have done maybe is Lava Golem. Well, you haven't played it yet, but I'm predicting things, right? So you could, I assume, Lava Golem both these things. We know it's branded red, so they're probably gonna either make another one of these or Tax Dragon. So, but you can easily negate Tax Dragon with Droplet. That's gonna be halved. At least you still have Lava Golem. You can maybe pitch another card. Lava Golem's gonna be 15, right? So Ray, boom, boom, boom. We're maybe going red Ray, bop, 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 bing, bomb. Let's see what you do though. Probably search Ray, yeah. Draw a card. Triple tags talent, that's pretty good. Oh, that's gonna unfortunately happen. Set a bunch of cards. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Take 1,000. Or you can kill him with Lava Golem too, that's hilarious. Oh, Droplet, sure. This one. Then branded red. There you go. So you can make Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade Bassen. BM completely. What? Can you not attack? What? Shooting some, but cannot attack. Okay, I forgot this. I'm sorry. Usually I always have ghost spell so I can negate it, and then I never pay attention to that part. Oh well, that was BM. I was like, oh, that's incredible BM. Okay, they're gonna banish their Lava Golem. They got Brandon opening, so that's fine. I guess you don't lose so long as it's Super Poly, right? Oh, Joe Air Zero. That's kind of whatever. Pop this. Pop the Brandon Red, right? Oh, you can't. Oh yeah, Brandon opening. Let's see. They have Ash. That's not Ash. Little Wanker can't steal yet. We draw Ash. Ray 15. They're gonna banish you probably, right? Unless they're out of gas. You out of gas? Oh, they're out of gas. All right, Yachiko, you get the W. Doesn't matter. Hey, it looks dirty, but hey, you get the W. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, Striker's hard, right? Little decisions like that. I think, like I said before, if you activated the multi-roll first, right before activating Ingag, then you would have been able to at least reset the Ingag maybe, or reset the Hornet drones or something like that, right? So you can have Ray, and then you have to set Widowhanger. Widowhanger steal the Chimera, boom, boom, and that's probably exactly 55, right? Or no, that would be 6k, because 15 with a Ray and the Link Monster, and then the Chimera. And plus they all had set spells, which you couldn't activate anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right? Little things like that. But anyways, thank you for sending your replay, of course. If you want to send more replays that I can talk about and then review, give you tips, all that fun stuff, please fill out the form down below, where if yours gets picked, you can send I can send you a sticker. All right, cool. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. See you around. Yeah, Johnny. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and support me, please.